Okay, so this year we got 10 productions in the MCU that takes place in Phase 4 of Marvel. And today I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best in terms of how much I enjoyed these productions. Starting off at number 10 is What If. I loved the story within the show, but I feel like it kind of lacks compared to the others. It's sad that this is the last time we're going to see Chadwick Boseman in the MCU, and in any production for that matter, but I loved him as Star-Lord in this show. I liked each episode in its own way, and this really set up the multiverse for the MCU, and I am excited to see Strange Supreme again, and possibly Captain Carter in Multiverse of Madness, but that's about it. Next up is Black Widow. Now, I loved Yelena and Nat in this movie, and their chemistry as sisters. But as an OG Avengers' last appearance in the MCU, I feel like this kinda lacked. David Harbour kinda lacked as the Red Guardian, and I feel like Taskmaster kinda lacked as a villain. The family chemistry was not great. I feel like the only great thing about this movie was Yelena. So that's why it's so low. Not a bad movie, I just didn't enjoy it as much as the others that are on this list. Coming in at number 6 is Eternals. I mean, there's a lot to say about this movie, bad and good. Cersei, Droog, and Makari have become some of my favorite Marvel characters, and I don't degrade this movie in any way. But not a lot of these characters were really memorable, such as Gilgamesh or Phastos, or even Sprite. I mean, they casted a 17-year-old to play who's thousands of years old, and I feel like it kind of doesn't work. They had to introduce 10 characters at the same time within a 2.5 hour span, and I feel like it kind of doesn't work. All the characters have their own moment, but I still feel like it kind of doesn't work. Icarus is good, Dina is a great character, but yeah, there's not much more to say. Next up is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, Falcon and Bucky are some of my favorite characters. Bucky being in my top 5, and Sam being in my top 15. I mean, I loved this show when it came out, but my opinion has slightly changed. I kind of feel like they ruined Bucky's character in a way, removing the whole Winter Soldier persona like that. I still love him as a character, and I know Sam is going to be great as the next Captain America, but it's really the villain that kind of ruined it for me. Carly Morgenthau is not a memorable villain, and John Walker is just all over the place, but I'm excited to see where he's headed with the Dark Avengers. Coming in at number 5 is Loki. Now, for a while, this was my favorite Marvel show, but looking back, that's quickly changed. I hate how they delayed season 2, but I still love the show. Sylvie and Loki have great chemistry, and I loved how they set up Kang the Conqueror. Stay tuned for part 2.